Hi, welcome to the review of my new phone. It's the Sony Ericsson K800i, 289 from Carphone Warehouse. I'd like to take you through some of the features. You can see on the reverse side it has got a cyber shot, very good for Sony. You can see down here it's a 3.2 megapixel camera which gets operated as soon as you pull the flap down. You can see that it's got a review there, so if you want to take a picture yourself, you can see yourself in the picture before you take it. It's got a flash which works very well. The great thing with the camera, as soon as you do that, the camera feature comes in on the front. With this you've got the choice of the camera feature, or you can go down and do the video. You can actually do high quality video, which allows you to do until you run out of memory. Some of the additional features on this camera is when you're going into this, you can go through and you can change the settings, but there's also these two additional features across here where you can do different shoot modes, and you can see down here there's normal, panoramic and all sorts of different modes in there. At the top you can see down here and there's all sorts of different scenes that you can get onto there. Very good. Obviously a flash feature on it, very quick picture. Didn't need the flash for that. As far as the other features are concerned, you can see it's a nicely laid out keyboard. The previous phone which I actually had was a Nokia 310. It didn't have as many of these. It didn't actually have a camera on it, and it didn't have much internet access as well. You can see there's an internet access key there. If I clicked on there, I'm not going to do it at the moment because I'm on pay as you go. Across here is a quick, just go across to close the camera off. Click on here, it takes you straight into the features which you can go from there. Nicely laid out keyboard. From looking through here, the favourite that I've actually got is really the camera. The camera is a very strong feature on here. You've got Bluetooth, which you can send to other people, you can send email, etc. Very easy to turn off and on the different features. Keep your finger on. Okay, click your finger on there. You can see that locks it. Silent mode, and then you can do locking very simply. You can lock it and unlock it. You do it very quickly again. As far as the features on here is concerned, if I click on the menu, you can see it's got a nice icons which are on there. The battery life, just before I say this, the battery life, you can see it's just going down there. This is after 3 or 4 days after charging a number of videos which I've been doing on there. You can see it's nicely laid out at the top with the different icons representing the different things which I've got running. It's quite a nice size, but you can see here it's got some games built into here. It's got a file manager. I use this quite often. If I want to store a Word document, I would put it in there so I can load it up when I get back to work. Calendars are very good. Your contacts list, calendars are a feature in there. The beautiful thing with this, it's also got a camera at the front, so if you want to do video calling, it can actually do that. The calls list, you can actually click on the calls list, as I can separate into there. The internet will come on, and I think when I look at it, this has now had some hammer, even though I've only just had it. But all the keys actually work quite effectively. This is just beginning to play up just a little bit, but sometimes with a clean or just a blow on it will actually fit that. It's very robust, as you can see, even though I've only had it a few days. This has had some hammer. It's actually been up Snowdon and different places. It's been dropped. I've been working it in a workshop. It's gone into different extremes. I've never put it into water. You can see it's got memory. Quite simply you would load that up, and there is the memory card. It's an M2, which is now called something else, I believe. You've got to play. It plays MP3s. It's got a radio on it. You have a zoom facility, which is zoom in and out. That's also used for volume levels, and there's a really quick camera just to take a picture of the camera. It acts like a camera. Some of the old infrared which is on there. The connections down the bottom, you would have to get the Sony Ericsson connection. and that is one of the features that it doesn't really have, is any way of connecting out to headphones. You would have to use the Sony Ericsson headphone on there. Thanks very much. Sony Ericsson K800i.